Kevin and his son Sage.
What do you want to talk about? Are we live here?
You're live, but you're muted.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here. We got a quick little interview. Larange, former Larange Ice Wolves here, Sage Roberts and his dad, Kevin Roberts. We're live here. How you guys doing here this morning?
Good, good.
Doing good.
Good, good. Sage, now you've made your debut last year in the Indian hockey scene, but you've been playing for the Ice Wolves the last couple of years. Recently traded. Tell us about the experience here playing some junior hockey and then moving provinces.
Yeah, it's a pretty big change going from Saskatchewan to Ontario, but I'm enjoying it. Everyone's pretty welcoming from Larange to Sioux Lookout, and I'm enjoying my time there.
Yeah, what's it? I know your dad here, he's been following your career and very supportive for you as well. Kevin, what's it like to have your baby move provinces now? You don't get to watch every game.
Well, we get to watch online. I got in a visit here about a month ago. I got to make my way down. Make my way down to here. Make my way down to Sioux Lookout. Got in a visit. Got to visit the community and experience a couple of home games. So that was pretty good. Just goes with the territory when kids go a couple provinces away, and sometimes distance is always the issue. But we're lucky nowadays. We've got technology. Lots of teams have their own communication tools that they use for live streaming of the game. So we're lucky that way.
Yeah, for sure. Right, you are there, Kevin. Been a huge part of the recreation scene as well in Larange. What does it mean for Larange and the community to have the Ice Wolves and the up-and-coming hockey players here for Indian hockey?
Well, it's great for our young ones back home to have, the junior team right in our community. That's I think the role model aspect of it is the biggest thing. Kids can see high caliber hockey at the junior A level and something that they can aspire to. And we've had the last few years, we've had some local boys eventually become members of the team, and so yeah, that's good. I'm a big supporter of the local junior club, and we want to continue that.
Yeah, that's good. Moving over to Sage here. Sage, a couple of years in junior hockey. What's that experience like, starting off for your own community and then, kind of transitioning both from junior to Indian hockey as well?
I'm not too sure how to answer that.
Still play the same way and continue on. And, there's a difference in Indian hockey to junior hockey as well. So,
yeah, it's not really like junior is just more systems, but I still play the same way here and then over there, and that kind of translates to I still play pretty well in both over there and here. So
Right on. Good. Well, I want to thank you guys here as we get this hockey game underway. The Beardies, no, Sandy Lake Chiefs against PBCN Urbans. This is a 35 plus division here. Is Larange have a 35 plus team?
No, we didn't put in a 35 plus team. We're in the recreation division this year, and we do have a few vets that drop down to come and play with the young guys, give some leadership, and we play at 5 o'clock tonight, and hoping to make it to Sunday. So
Who's the team you're up against?
we are up against the winner of the who's on the ice on the other rink right now. So it's going to be DeChambeau or OCN. Of course, OCN has Brady Keeper, former NHLer, and got some young guys there from their community, some good up and young coming hockey players there. Chichu Laughlin, I believe Marco's in net with them. So yeah,
Yeah,
we'll-
Marco played with Notre Dame Hounds there in the last
Yeah.
couple of years, I do believe.
he got earlier this winter. He got traded to Wayway. I think he's with now in the MJHL, so a little
he's
closer
back
to
in-
home.
Back in Manitoba as
Yeah.
well. He's also got the M30 Athletics he started. So
Yeah, very inspirational young man who's doing well in life. You spend years in the Notre Dame program, and I've read about it, and I've talked to people about the program and of how it builds character and develops good young men. So hats off to Americo being a part of that program.
yeah, for sure. Actually, I went to Notre Dame there the other day to pick up a hockey bag. I didn't play there, but you can see the when you walk into the rink there, you see all the photos of the people that played there, been through the program, and it's the development program. There is a lot of NHL players have gone through that. Team Canada players as well.
Yeah, back was that in the '80s? They had Brenda Moore and Joseph, who were also part of the World Junior team, I think, at the time. So, yeah, lots of great talent come out of there. Le Cavalier, Stanley Cup champion, one of the premier forwards of his day, and yeah, it's a great program there. Just been reading a little bit about the book I'm reading right now is Bill Hunter. Bill Hunter, the old Saskatoon Blades owner, started the Edmonton Oilers. He's what they call a Notre Dame man. He went to school there, and that's where he got his start in life. And he talks about his time at Notre Dame. So it's quite the story there. It's the Bill Hunter autobiography that I'm reading right now. So I read a lot of stuff like that. We got a goal there from PBCN Urban right now. So I read a lot of
PBCN
stuff like
Urban
that.
is first on the board here,
We
ladies
got a
and
goal
gentlemen.
there from
Getting back to some live hockey action now. This is the A-side game, I believe, in the 35 plus division. Number 9, we've got Sandy Lake Bird and Lofstrom on the forward line with Tyson K. K right over the blue paint there. He's held up by the defenseman. Lofstrom and Bird centered in front. Tyson McCollum in net. And a couple of big saves there by McCollum early on here to keep this a 1-0 hockey game. Only a few minutes have gone by. And on the other end, the goaltender is Hartley Couteret, number 1. It is a 1-0 hockey game. Right-hand side of McCollum. Face-off win. That's going to go to the Sandy Lake Chiefs. Big save there, Lofstrom. One-timer over to Tyson K. And he miscued on that one. Back to the point. Quick slapper there as Corey Deal makes a quick play. Lofstrom back over to Williams. He's going to move this on up the neutral zone over the blue paint. Quick look for somebody open. Center's in front, nobody there to capitalize on the wide open net on McCollum. Now Philip McCauley with Deal. 3-on-3. Some good offensive hockey here by the PBCN Urban. Urban lives matter, ladies and gentlemen, as We get a quick high shot off the glass there by Lofstrom. Macaulay's going to flip this one on out to General. A lot of these teams here, Kevin, you know, a lot of older veterans, you know, it is 35 plus, but some of these guys still play in the rec division too. So, you know, kind of double dipping.
Yeah.
The hockey still moves pretty quick.
Some of these guys, yeah, are playing with the younger teams from their communities in the rec division, and yes, call that double dipping in Indian hockey. And some of them are still quite able and capable to play at that level and provide leadership to the younger guys that are coming up from their teams in the rec division. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, a lot of communities here. I just talked to Yellow Quill, and that's what they want to see is a lot of the young people coming up and, you know, make their way in the scene as they want Indian hockey to continue.
Yeah, it's nice to see a team like Yellow Quill. You know, you never hear about them at tournaments. Another team that's not here, but that was in one of the tournaments in the years before was Whitecap. So you have some of those smaller communities, you know, getting their guys out, putting teams together and coming to tournaments. It's a good way to start. I mean, that's you gotta start from the bottom, make your way up, and develop your talent and give them opportunities. So yeah, nice to see some good teams that come out.
Yeah, a lot of new teams on the scene as well. You know, a lot of these young guys, they play some midget programs. I guess U18 programs too. So a couple of guys are playing in the city and coming back playing for their nation as Sandy Lake Williams loses control of that one. Number 70. Now pass up ahead now. Lofstrom, quick shot, stop. He's hooked up, but McCollum is going to cover that one up. Whitecap made an appearance at a couple tournaments last season, I do believe, as the Freddie and one of the smaller tournaments, but I believe in Prince Albert. But it's good to see all these nations trying. You know, it can't be. There's, you know, the more notables here, like the 89ers have been a long-time hockey team in the scene as the regular players. So it's good to have some new talent out there. And
What's the history behind the 89ers there, Kevin? I remember you telling me a story about them.
Yeah, so 89ers, when we built our rink there in Larange in 2005, we were looking for a team name, something new, and we looked to our history in 1889 is when we signed treaty in Molinosa. Molinosa is Molansa. So what it stands for is Montreal Lake, so MO.
Yeah.
LA is lake.
yeah,
Northern Saskatchewan, NO, and Sask. So that's where Molinosa comes from. It's an acronym. And that's where Larange and Montreal Lake, and we had some members of PBCN sign treaty under Larange. PBCN officially signed treaty, I think, years later, like in 1910 at Potato River. But 1889 is when Larange signed treaty, so that's the significance of our name. And
Molinosa is not an actual place, though, right? Or
it is.
It's,
yeah,
it's like a.
it is kind
it
of
was
like
a village or a
it was
camp?
an outpost. Yeah.
Yeah.
For there's houses there. There was families living there. There's still some cabins there. People still go there, and I think there's a few people that live there year round, but northern edge of Montreal Lake, that's where Molinosa is, and that's where we signed treaty.
Looks like we're going to get a penalty here. Genero is not too happy about the call. Yeah, it's a lot pretty cool to learn the history of our provinces and some of the Cree nations in the east side. as the fur trade is very not very far from there, from Churchill and that river system as well. Face off win. Now Coop on the attack here. A lot of these older veterans are usually good for one little rush, but Philip McCauley plays with the PBCN Stars. Now McCauley and all alone again, and he scores! McCauley beats Couturier, 2-0 hockey game, and that's going to expire that penalty again, and he scores! Which is, he's still not happy, making his way to the bench.
Going back to the 89ers story, that's, this is why we want to invite the players and the coaches and anyone up here to the booth, is to learn about little histories here of those community teams that are put together. It's always nice to hear those stories. We're usually talking about cows and plows and crypto and, and other things up here. What's LaRonge got cooking here for hockey coming up here for the 2025 season?
We'll be entering a few tournaments. We actually joined the Treaty 6 League. It's a rec league. Gives a lot of.
I know who it is. We won it last year, Red Pheasant champions.
Yeah. We haven't been in a league for quite a few years now, since the Beaver Lakes League, the senior league, is now defunct, and we didn't have anywhere to play, and so the guys, there's a little local rec league in LaRonge, but the guys wanted to get out and get on the road and play other teams, and so we joined the Treaty 6 League with Onion Lake, and who's all in there? There's Sandy Lake, Red Pheasant,
Onion Lake, Sandy Lake.
Waterhen.
Yeah, Waterhen.
Yeah, so
Soto.
the boys are in the league there, and right now they're on top of the league. So getting a lot of our local guys that don't get an opportunity to play with our tournament team.
Yeah.
So this year we got our league team. They'll go to some of the smaller tournaments in and around the north.
Yeah.
Then we have our tournament team that goes to the big tournaments up in the city here. So yeah.
I got something here. Martin Roberts. Is that a relative? Kevin.
Depends what. Yeah, we're related one way or the other. Sometimes by distance, but
they got a comment in here. It says people from Molinosa were moved to Weyakwen.
Yes, that's right.
When they moved the highway.
Yeah. So the original highways go through Montreal Lake, the reserve.
Uh-huh.
You go through Timber Bay and it comes out by Creighton Junction. That's the old Orange Highway.
Oh.
And when they built the highway, I don't know what year that was, early 70s.
Yeah.
They relocated Molinosa residents to Weyakwen.
Huh. Or you know.
Yeah.
Bit of a history there from Saskatchewan. Thank you for the people tuning in, and thank you, Kevin, as the PBCN Urban. They make this a 3-0 hockey game. Corey Deal sniping that one right over the shoulder of Couturier.
Kevin Roberts here. Your title in LaRonge is Sports and Rec, eh?
Yes, I serve as the Director of Sports and Recreation for Lac LaRonge. Quite a busy program we offer.
Yeah.
We hosted the summer games this year. I was privileged to be the games manager and be a part of that. And I think the biggest thing out of that was our facility development. We built some nice beach volleyball courts, beach volleyball courts. We also upgraded our ball diamonds, and we have a nice rubberized track there that meets provincial standards. So looking to start a track club back home and We just advertised to recruit for a track coach,
Yeah.
train kids in and separate from what's offered in the school at the school level. Like typically in gym class, you'll have in the late summer, early summer with school. You know, kids are involved with track and track meets, and
Yeah.
we're looking on expanding that and getting kids to track meets in and around Saskatchewan. So that's the part of the when you develop facilities, you want to expand the programming and opportunities. So that's one of our key goals there.
Yeah, because before we are always pushing hockey, 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 and hockey is not cheap by all means. It's awesome to see all the Indigenous representation, in the big leagues like the World Juniors right now, and but also I'd love to see Indigenous superstars in the Olympics, like for track and field, like that you guys are pushing right now, and all that kind of thing, right?
Well, we had her name is Electra Charles. She's a doctor. She's from our First Nation. Her mom is part of the Charles family there at from Second Post, and she was on the verge of. She was trying out for the Olympic team. She
Oh wow!
didn't quite make it, but she was a track athlete with the U of S Huskies as her time as a student here in Saskatoon. Top caliber middle distance runner. She won some national competitions. Just at that elite level, just there's little things that separate you. She was just on the cusp of making the Olympic team, so that's where she was actually one of our guest speakers at our opening ceremonies, one of our role models.
And that is going to be 3-1 here, ladies and gentlemen, with just under 10 minutes remain in the first period. Looks like Tyson Kay waiting out some of the defensemen and sliding that through the legs of Tyson McCollum. 3-1 hockey game. Carry on.
Oh yeah, no, that's the story of Electra, but we're
That's it. That's all.
we're we started an athletic association last summer, and our mandate is to create more opportunities in sports and recreation, and not just focusing on our regular sports. Lots of kids play football, volleyball, hockey back home, so we're looking at expanding. Lots of kids play football, volleyball, hockey back home. Our athletic association, we pay for we're looking at all our athletes. Expanding, we bring in camps, so we bring in volleyball camps, basketball camps. We brought in some fastball camps to the community, and we bring in these professionals to come and train the local kids and give them an opportunity. But it's also the biggest thing is just keeping kids busy. We realize not everybody's going to be an athlete, but we encourage them to at least give it a try. Whether you like it or not in the end, that you can decide that. But maybe there's a diamond in the rough who we don't realize has skill, and we want to nurture that through this program.
You just need that extra push, that extra, hey man, we think you're deadly and you can do it kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the things, going back to that, like you're right, not everyone plays sports or is athletes, and that comes to kind of what I do here for IOPS is, we're live streamers, we broadcast, we brought in a young man, Preach and Gamble last night. He's a pretty good athlete, but he was in here doing play-by-play, 11 years old, first time, and he actually started doing good. I was kind of coaching him here and there, but, that's the kind of thing, I think we need to keep our minds open to everything nowadays in regards to what we should be showcasing to the youth. Obviously, sports, man. Sports, I think, it should be up there, in the top two things. Yeah, but
we do focus lots on
that's where I was
sports and
going.
rec, but we also do, like last fall, we did our first e-tournament.
I heard about those.
What are those? The guy was, I think he was out of Regina, Fort Capel area. It's kids, so they set up a bunch of TVs with monitors and games, and they just have some kind of tournament. I'm not too familiar with it. We just end up paying the bill for it, but
Do they play like everyone around the world, or is it
No,
just them playing with each
they-
other there?
There's they have some kind of group where
Discord,
they play
probably.
other players around Canada. So
Yeah.
Then now that's introduced to our school system. We have one of our high school teachers has a tournament program, so
Yeah.
kids are doing that. So kids that aren't active in sports, or that's just not their thing,
Yeah.
they can get into esports. The other thing we're trying to key in on is supporting arts and musicians. So
Yeah.
I mean, like we'll pay for kids' piano lessons, for if they need to go south for a workshop in some type of music program, we'll help with stuff like that. So if they need to go to sports and recreation is our priority, but we want to give the support and encouragement to the kids that don't play sports and rec. And there's lots out there.
Yeah.
We want to give them the opportunity to go out and maybe they're esports specialists in some game, or maybe there's a piano player out there that just needs support with fees and stuff like that. So we've made it one of our priorities is to help kids who are interested in that area.
Yeah, and that's where I was trying to get to. Like, it's awesome we're promoting sports all the time, which we should. But at the same time, look at other youth that don't want to get on the ice, play basketball, soccer, whatever, but they would love to do what we do. We went into, me and Cal and Candace, we went into Onion Lake, actually, and taught live streaming. We taught broadcasting, and they had about 20 people, come up. And then probably by the end of the thing, we ended up with like 7. And these youth really took it to it. And then now, as of we speak right now, they are doing their own live streaming and stuff and broadcasting and interviewing in Onion Lake. And, they're only going to get better. So once again, big shout out to Fraser Heathen there in Onion Lake, who has the vision as well to do that. But going back to that, yeah, supporting the piano and all these different things. It could still be considered sport, but just in a different way, right?
Yeah.
So
So-
that's what I was saying, is getting at, like, we need to start looking at as well more things that these youth can get into, in terms of, like, it's kind of athletic, I guess, doing what we do, but it's not. But it's just different areas that kids would be interested in.
Yeah. So yeah, the arts. I guess it's classified as the arts, and we wanna push that on our end. We have a big population, and maybe there's a Mozart out there. Maybe there's we also showcase. We do a music showcase as part of our winter festival because we want to showcase musicians. That's a part of our recreation program.
What is that one called?
We call it. I think it's called Talent of the North.
Oh, and that's just a LaRange thing?
Yeah, we basically last couple of years we've ran it similar to Voices of the North in Prince Albert.
Yeah.
So we do an audition,
Oh,
then
nice.
we do a showcase during our winter festival.
Yeah.
A lot smaller scale than the
Voice
PA
of-
one,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's all about providing an opportunity, regardless of the number of people who show up. So
Yeah, speaking of that, I've always wanted, I'm putting into the universe, I'm going to do it. I've been saying this for a couple years now. We want to do an IOPS Idol kind of thing, similar to what you were just talking about, doing the little auditions and stuff, and then we'd have like the main show, right? And live stream that to everybody. So now that you're telling me you guys do that, not even gets me more pumped that I want to do it. Just, you're right, it goes back to, showcasing maybe a hidden talent that we don't know, right? We're always watching on YouTube these people from just, you would never even think they're just deadly musicians, singers, and they just kick ass there. And, we have so many young Indigenous people that can sing that we just got to find them and showcase that talent.
yeah, and I think at the end of the day, for us, it's just keeping kids busy.
Yeah.
That's kind of our little buzzword, is keeping kids busy. Keep their minds active in a good way.
Yep.
It's easy to get caught up in that negative lifestyle we see and experience back home in our communities. So
Yep.
we're looking for the positive in things, and just you know, hats off to our chief and council for making that a priority. They actually sit. I've got councillors that sit on our executive with our athletic association, and they pushed me to get this going. Said there was some new leadership that got elected, and they said, you know what, we just don't feel there's enough happening within the schools. And so we got our director of education. There was myself, there was leaders, and we created an executive and said, we're gonna make a big push here. We're gonna make a big push to get more opportunities, more programs, more happening. So yeah, I think that really starts with the leadership. It's putting the words in your mouth.
That's good to hear that. Yeah, I don't know, when leadership does step in and does stuff like that, yeah, and they're right behind it, it's going to be a successful program. Greg Personius.
Right on. Well, thank you, Nathan, for your time. And
Hey, thank you, Kevin, for joining, man.
all right.
In a good way. I thought he was going to start praying there. And shout out to Grant Whitstone as well of Onion Lake, ladies and gentlemen, here as we keep things rolling. Here is still a 4-2 hockey game. A minute remains here in the first period. Thank you there, Kevin, for some of the history from East LA and that area as well. So appreciate that, and so a lot of good programs happening within the Lac La Ronge Indian Band. And shout out to the chief and council there. If you want my email for send part of your cows and plows as they score another one here, 5-2. Number 22, Bigetti, walks in part of your cows and plows as he gets his second one here of the game. 5-2.
5-3 now here. Or sorry, is that 5-3? 5-2 now. Allie Buffalo joining in. Hello, y'all. She must be hanging out in Texas. Y'all. Speaking of Texas and Yellowstone, my new favorite show there is called Landmine, I think it's called, there with Billy. The heck's that guy's name? Billy something. But anyway, it's like Land something. Not Land Back, but Land something. Anyway, it's my new favorite show. I just was reading y'all and was thinking Yellowstone, and now I'm just Landman. And that's with, what is this guy's name again? Billy Bob Thornton. That's who, so, yeah. Landman. Oh, she's in PA First Nation. I don't want to say that otherwise. But I hope you guys are enjoying this live stream here. Once again, thank you, Kevin Roberts, here for joining us and giving us some history about the La Ronge 89ers as well. You know, talking about what's going on in his community and what they're doing for youth. And yeah, you guys, you know, it's about pushing the arts as well, right? There's a lot of youth out there that just don't want to have anything to do with sports, but they might want to do what we do, right? With the broadcasting or do what Cal does and do MC stuff, or, you know, Willie, he goes around doing motivational speaking and that. So there's so many different variations of things we can help push that, not push the envelope, but, you know, more motivation for these youth. You know, some are doing it already, but you just need to get behind them even more and really encourage them to keep, you know, going farther and farther, and whatever they're doing, you know, that's what we need to do. So just, you know, it's so good to, and going back to now what IOPS does, this is why, you know, we do live streaming of Indigenous events only, because we want to showcase everything we do in a good way. You know, the hockey and powwows and round dances in conferences, that is always showcasing Indigenous success. Hence why the slogan is empowering Indigenous success. So that is why we do what we do. And as well, we enjoy it. So, but back to the action here. It is Sandy Lake trailing PBCN Urban by a score of 5-2. second period here now here in the rec division. And you guys just heard Kevin Roberts there telling about the history of LaRonge 89ers and Willie doing his thing. So get ready here, second period.
2 is underway here, ladies and gentlemen. Back to some live hockey action. This is the 35-plus division in the holiday. And we're going to have a penalty coming up, looks like to Sandy Lake. Looks like Williams is going to go to the sin bin there for a few minutes. Slassing is going to be the call. It's getting a little chilly in this arena. That one's fired the length of the ice. McCollum's going to leave that for the defenseman. Number 17, Missal, Byron Missal. McCauley, quick little shot. Couture's in net there. Couture's let 5 in here, so he's wanting to redeem himself in the second period as Sandy Lake, Atakaku back down in their own zone. Big high shot down the length of the ice, trying to kill off this penalty. Deal is going to retrieve this down behind McCollum. Walks this one on in. Winds up, big shot there by number 88, Clark. As this one goes back down to the PBCN zone. Seawap is taken out there, and this one's going to be fired back down. 2 minutes remains in here in the power play for the Urban. PBCN Urban.
Willis, Indigenous rookie card saying somebody should bring you an arena burger and fries and gravy so you can warm up. Is that what it takes nowadays?
No. I don't want to comment on the food here. I got a sandwich coming here very soon. Hot sandwich. Not sure where my assistant is, but I'm sure she'll make it happen. Hyman walking in, dangles, but cannot beat McCollum. Hyman not too happy about that quick little shove into the net there, but he's going to skate away.
Sorry, Willis. People are asking right now if I can live stream in Rink 2. I'm going to try. I'm going to try a little connection here and test it out here in the next couple hours. And if I can, I'll put on a few games there, a couple games, but I'm not promising.
Atakaku. That was Pikakoot lost control there as PBCN back down the other way. This is an A-side game in the 35-plus division. I believe after this game we're going back to the senior rec.
Might be right there, yep.
Not quite sure because I think they've got a 35-plus in the next rink, and then we're going to senior rec in this rink number 1. So if you're planning on coming here, I haven't been outside since this morning, but it was kind of gloomy this morning. It was a bit warmer today, but we did get some rain down here in the south, and that one went off the netting, but no call on the play there. Big collision down in front there with Hyman and Marasti.
This is 35 plus right now. This is not rec. This one.
PBCN up 5-2 here against Atakaku. Now Lafferty, he's gonna walk this in. 3-on-2, centered in front. Tyson, and they score! McCollum thought he had it under him. He lost track of which way the play was going, went down a little too soon, and he slid this right under him. That's going to be 5-3. So a 2-goal game.
I'm looking at the update here and on the draw, and I think the next game here will be Beardies, a 2:30 game, versus the winner of South End and Birch Narrows, which is on. Well, that already happened already. Who the heck?
South End.
Who won? Oh, South End. So it'll be Beardies and South End playing here at 2:30. It says.
So that's going to be the next game right after this one.
Yeah, we'll be at about an hour break, I think. I'll go check the updated draw.
Peekakoot getting in on the action here with the Atakakoop Chiefs. Macaulay Deal on the ice there for PBCN Urban. Now face-off, left-hand side of McCollum. We got Mikey Bird here on the getting in on the action as well. Face-off win Peekakoot. Quick play up ahead. That one's batted down there by Peekakoot. PBCN Urban. Couture is going to cover that one up. Couturelli, I believe they said. There's Couturelli. Hope you're enjoying the live feed here at home, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a lot of fun. Thank you to the Canola Cree Nation here for inviting myself, Willis Janvier. And of course, you're watching this live on IOPS. IOPPS. Not IHOPS like the pancake place. This is IOPPS. But if you got a Cree accent, sometimes, you know, it sounds like IHOPS. Down in front. Actually, I got a relative here playing for PBCN Urban. Last name is Clark. So I got relatives in South End. If your last name is Clark and you're related to, I think it's Tommy Clark, we are related. Williams, a big shot there, blocked by Clark. Looked like that one stung a little bit, and that's going to be fired right down. No icing as Couture leaves it there for Hyman. Hyman, that pass is stopped by Deal. Seawap and Deal. Deal is going to go for a quick line change as Macaulay retrieved down in his own zone. Back over to Clark. That pass a little too far, and icing is waved off as Hyman is looking a little gassed. Didn't put much effort into that pass here as just under 17 minutes remains in the first period. Centered in front, nobody available to answer that call as Mikey Bird makes a quick shot on net. Centered in front again, Williams. Stopped there by McCollum. Both teams here getting a little rough in the action. And of course, nobody wants to go home early, 35 plus. That one was intended to go high off the glass, but in and out of play. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, all these games are on time as well. There is no Indian time here. The clock starts, and I believe every 3 minutes that goes by, if a team does not have enough, they are awarded a point. Now the Urban. Williams back down in his own zone. He goes down hard and into the boards. Gets up a little slow as Pika Coot on the forward line. Walks in, dangles. He's hooked up. We're going to get a penalty. Slassing is going to be the call, actually. Thought it was going to be a quick hooking call as he took that opportunity away from number 7, Dallas Peekakoot. So face off to the left-hand side of McCollum here as they get the penalty on the board. Power play for Atakakoop. General, Hyman, Peekakoot on the forward line. Tyson K. Quick shot and a goal there. Lafferty tips that one in by a quick shot from General. Tyson K. Quick shot and a goal there. General has been double dipping here in both tournaments as well. So good action on both teams as they make this a one-goal hockey game. 5-4. Atakakoop trying to get that 2-goal lead here once again, or actually tie this game up. PBCN has actually had the lead throughout this game. A couple of shots that beat Couteret, but he's been able to help his team out throughout this second period. Still kind of quiet here in the early hours of this tournament. We'll be here till about 9 o'clock, I believe is the last game. So it's going to be a late night. Tomorrow morning is an early start. Deal is going to drop that one back down to the point. Quick pass up ahead. That one's intercepted. Number 44. PBCN Urban, number 44. Maybe that is Rocky McCollum. Face-off win, Urban. PBCN Urban Lives Matter. As Williams tries to grab that one, he's lost in the feet. Centered in front, Peekakoot. Now back down the other way, PBCN, quick little shot. That one was too weak for Couteret. Hyman's back down as Williams trying to get in on the forward line action, waiting at the blue line, and he's going to get an opportunity. Williams up against Seawap. Goes on. McCollum makes the play. He comes out of his own net to poke check as Mikey Bird is going to look for someone here in front. Tried to center that one, but that pass blocked as this one is going to go back the other way with Deal. And Seawap centered in front. Big save there by Couteret. Philip McCauley had the wide open net. And this is remains a one-goal hockey game, ladies and gentlemen. Lafferty over the blue paint. Tyson Kay on the action now. Tyson, he's got a goal here against McCollum. Ataka Coop, one more attempt here to tie this game up. No hooking call in front. One-timer, big miss there by Kay. Joey Genero is going to retrieve this as we hit the 10-minute mark here in the second period. Now back down the other way, number 91. Genero, Lane Genero. Centered in front, tipped aside. Lane's gonna attempt to put that one in front, but that one hits the side of the net. Deal. Over to McCauley. Deal, the Seawap and McCauley line has been making plays here for the PBCN Urban, but haven't been able to finish off as they've been getting opportunity after opportunity. Now Lafferty, he tips that one on up ahead. 2-on-1, Tyson Kay, Lafferty. Centers in front, one-timer, hits the side of the net. And that one is out of the reach of Tyson. And now we go back down the other way. 98. Derek Clark. That pass up ahead now. Williams waits it out. Shot. Stopped by McCollum. Bit of a miscommunication here. So the penalty expired. The official is going to skate over there, and that is the one warning they get. No more of the late line changes here as Ataka Coop. They weren't too happy there as the time finally starts. Couple of questionable plays there by Peekakoot. So we've got Peekakoot, Williams, Genero looking to tie this one on up here. Big high shot. Peekakoot. The two brothers here, centered in front for Lane off the iron. McCollum thought he had it, but it went off his glove and hit the crossbar. Now the Urban, another attempt. to get that 2-goal lead back, as that one is tipped on out by Lane Genero. Corey Deal flicks this one on up as they go for a quick line change. Quick pass up ahead to Kay. Tyson Kay with Lafferty in all alone. He's poke checked there by the veteran goalie. Centered in front. Williams missed that pass as Lafferty. Up ahead. Quick shot, stopped there by McCollum. 6 minutes remains here in the second period. Still anybody's game, and that is going to be an icing call. PBCN defenseman there couldn't make that pass, and Corey Deal. Corey Deal and Seawap. Justin Bigetti. Now we got a 2-on-0 here. Lafferty and Tyson Kay waits it out. That one goes a little too high, so a good opportunity missed there by Atakakoop, and McCauley's going to go back down the other way. That one's off the bar again as well. So some good hockey action here, ladies and gentlemen, late into this hockey game. 35-plus division, this is an A-side game. Only 8 teams in this division. And also 16 in the senior rec. McCauley, Seawap, that pass up ahead broken up. Lafferty and Kay. Tyson Kay over the blue paint, he walks in. He keeps that one on side, and that dumps it back into the corner. No call on the play there. Number 56 was wanting a penalty, but Perlitz, the official, said no. If you can't stay on your feet, get your skates sharpened. Corey Deal getting on the action again. Quick line changes here for the PBCN Urban. Shout out to Canole Cree Nation for taking over the tournament and keeping this alive here. Tournament season is pretty much underway here now. The last one of the year, but pretty much the start of the season. I know Round Lake, Ochapways, they did have a tournament recently. That one was an open tournament. It was not a all reserve or play for your nation import. Anybody could enter that. They also had a Christmas draw. So a lot of fundraising going on here. You know, these teams takes a lot of money, a lot of effort, organization on the part of some people that work hard to make sure their teams are taken care of. So shout out to them. Big high shot stopped there by Coudray. Pass up ahead. Tyson Kay and Hyman with Pika Coot. Hyman in front, Pika Coot, he's held up. 2 minutes remains here, ladies and gentlemen. Quick pass, that one is blocked. McCauley. Now Pika Coot picking up speed. kept in by Lafferty. Genero getting in on the action now. PBCN Urban. That pass is broken up here by Rocky McCollum. Now back down the other way. Lafferty's going to get another opportunity. And glove save there by McCollum. Flashes the leather as he almost dislocated his rotator cuff on that one. You don't see that often anymore. None of that Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek style glove saves. Nowadays, these young goalies, they keep the eye on the puck and stop it there as it is. A minute and 28 seconds remains here in the second period. It's still a one-goal hockey game. Face off there to the right-hand side of McCollum. One-goal hockey game. That one was misplayed there by Hyman. Now in all alone with Seawap. Cannot beat the goaltender, Couturier. McCauley down low. That pass up ahead there for Williams. 1 minute remains. Lafferty and Williams, quick line change. PBCN wanting a penalty there as they went for a quick line change. They empty net now for Atakakoop. Pikakut in on the action, in front. He falls over behind the net. So some desperation here from Atakakoop as they're down 1, 34 seconds. Fired on net. Williams trying to get everything on side. So McCollum and Lane Genero and McCollum. So we're going to have a, it's going to remain 6. So 5 on 4. So with an empty net, they've pulled the goalie Atakakoop. So 26.5 remains here in the second period.
What did I miss? All of a sudden, there's a wicked hockey game.
So it is 4 on 4, so it is still an icing call. It is only 5 on 4 because they pulled the goalie. So a bit of a misplay there on the defenseman. He thought he was killing off a penalty. Back to the point. 20 seconds remains. That one goes off the side of the net. Joey Genero didn't know where it was. Lafferty. Back to Williams. Shot on net. Stopped there by Quick shove there by Genero. And he's going to get thrown out of the hockey game. Oh, he's going to go to the penalty box. So
Is this do or die game?
nope. Ace, I thought you went to check out the
I did. I got freaking side. Whatever. Just go. I took a picture.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that is going to do it, though. 8 seconds remains here for PBCN. They're going to move on. We'll be back here. Catch you live in the next game. Thank you all for tuning in. Right in front, big miss there. We'll see you all in the next one. Ho, masicho.